Так, в общем, ребят, очередная попытка. Я сохраниться могу, спасибо, но шнапса нету. Надо это их мочить, убивать. Нет, все-таки надо одного вырубить, это точно.
So it was you son of a bitch!
Неужели я с ним справился? Так, вот это вот. Вот этот вот основной. Он очень хорошо дрался, поэтому... Так, минуту. Нужно подготовиться особым образом. Как-то он это магически сдох прям. Фу. Очень много лута. Сейчас, секунду. Нет, 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 только не глюки, ради бога. Так, сейчас подождите, пожалуйста, минуту. Так, я здесь. Припарковался ничего, короче.
Jesus! Look where you're going!
Shit. Sod off. No. Clear off.
Вы что, офигели, что ли? Дрыхнут козлы. Мне тоже восстановиться надо.
Good day to you.
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. All right, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help. Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognize? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushets and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushets, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ushets and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ushets. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough. But then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. And I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ushits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats. Good sir, have you a moment?
What is it then?
It's about this.
What?
You heard?
I'm not in the...
What's happening is I'm challenging.
Eager, aren't you?
I'm
В общем, его сумасшедшая мамочка послала
my.
поднабраться
In short,
опыта.
she
Если надо,
sent me off
ставьте на паузу,
looking for
если
some
не
virgin to
успеваете.
say.
Читайте, ну,
Until-
мотайте.
That's a damn fool.
I love.
Tell her to forget about her Tristans and Amadises, and not only will you have peace, but no doubt your subjects will.
That's easier said.
Well, you had the courage to accost wayfarers and challenge them to duels.
Well, thank you.
Glad to be of service.
О, не
I only
получилось
hope
его
some
просто
Christian
убить.
soul will give me a proper burial. I don't want the flesh picked from my bones by ravens. Never mind. Oh, wait. I'm quite good at that.
Не знаю, может надо было его побить. Ну ладно. А что-то я никого не вижу, где кто.
You're not averse to a bit of profit, are you?
What is it?
You look like a well-travelled, and I'm looking. It's a little complicated, and you could persuade me to share.
I don't get it.
The thing is, it's a bit out. The roads ain't safe. Never mind.
Sounds a little fishy to me.
Well, I helped this merchant out, see?
He told you where he had money hidden.
The thing is, at the time he was.
What?
I mean, so me and my cousin freed the wagon, and
Right. That's a rather wild...
excellent.
Так, секунду, я запишу все эти названия.
What are you playing at with that weapon?
For heaven's sake, Henry, put away.
Henry,
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, man.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those
That's not true.
How are you, Henry?
He fled because one of the attackers recognised him,
Those are just excuses.
but they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people, why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
God save you, Henry.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again.
Good health to you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognised one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around at Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzig will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
Well. Any chance of some...
It all depends on what... As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here... Sir Hanush has declared quite a...
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the... I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders... In any case, bring me the spurs.
Very well.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed.
Isn't that a bit barbaric?
Barbaric ways for barbaric times, my boy.
That does make sense.
Greetings. What do you need?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Nойхофе stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhayed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about the
Good.
The trail leads to Ujits. I found out one of the bandits is from there. A fellow they call...
I see.
That's all I found out so far.
All right. Come back and...
Наверное, стоит. В диалогах навыки очень это круто. Ловко. Подожди, а я ему могу это сказать? Что там Генри пытались?
Hey! Jesus, look where you're going.
Что насчет Рыжего-то, я не понял. Подождите, давайте вот, да, перезагрузимся, я посмотрю. Опять забаговал, что ли, не надо было сначала Рыжему сказать, что он может вернуться. Опять. Что за задание? вот скажи Рыжему, что он может вернуться на конный дом.
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing except if you're ever traveling by way of Nойхофе, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Опять перегруз, да что ж такое? Так, а где тут торгует? Вот здесь, по идее, где. Надо чуть-чуть веса спихнуть.
I'll be with you.
Денег у него много, чтобы продать бы что-нибудь. Торгует. Только не говоришь, что игра зависла или что-то в этом духе.
Do you want to get me in trouble? Don't try selling me stuff.
Перегруз очень жесткий. Так, ладно, краденое ему нельзя продавать, я помню. Краденое можно продавать на каком-то мельнику. Сейчас я ему продам просто то, что ему можно продать хотя бы. А, с торговцем он 600. Ворованное нельзя. Черное это что, в крови типа?
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Agree?
Well, that sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied. All right, so. That's stolen. What are you trying on me? Get that.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so.
Satisfied?
Yeah, that's too much.
Very well, I agree.
me in trouble, don't try selling me. If you want to get me in trouble, don't try selling me stolen goods.
Hey, what the fuck? You footpad! Guard!
You there! Stop! Surrender! You've committed a violation